All right, what's up everybody? GrimmGreen back here today. The TonyB Vape Pulse AIO kit just landed, and I'm starting off up close because I kind of just want to get into this. This is the blue one, Frosted Blue. So not only do you get the device, you get the DIY pod and the AIO pod, and the AIO pod is what runs on coil heads. So if this is your first vape device ever, as long as you have a battery and liquid, you'll be able to vape this right away. Blue. I think the blue looks pretty good, and it's actually, I pulled this out once already. It's bigger than I thought it would be. However big you think this is from seeing pictures of it, it's bigger. I'm not sure what I was expecting because it does use a 21700 battery. Oh yeah, that's not difficult. Look, I'm going to treat this AIO review like I've been treating my pod reviews. It's going to be progressive. I'm going to use every part of this. This is what they're calling the DIY tank, but I believe this is the vessel. Am I wrong here? Okay, so it's got like a threaded on airflow control, or you can take it completely off, which is what I might do. There's the deck. It's a curvy deck, obviously single coil, cotton catch cups on the side there. It's got its own tank. There's an O-ring on the inside as well. And it looks like it's going to drip down from the top through those little holes. This should come out of here. I can usually get these out with a pinky. Well, it takes a little bit more than a pinky, but yeah, it's going to drip down from 4 holes. Dang, it just seems like a lot. Look, I'm sure they tested it. It just seems like a lot. We'll set that one aside and we'll look at the coil head based tank. Very simple, straightforward, BORO-ish looking compatible tank. Yeah, the coil heads are just press fit. This is all part of the same tank. The airflow comes off. It's also adjustable. Look, this is coming out of the gate strong. This kit came with 2 of their coil heads, a 0.6 and a 0.3. Oh, let's try the 0.3 first. Drip tip included, clear Vape 18650 adapter tube. You also get multiple tools and spare O-rings as well as spare screws. That tool's for taking off the button. Pack of coils in there and a coil measuring tool and literature. Whew, don't worry, that 21700 has a clear wrap on it, but it's positive side down just like a billet box. Your display is on the other side, hidden behind a door. It's a real small display, but it honestly shows you everything you need to know. The resistance, your puffs, the wattage. You can give it a 1, 2, 3. That's going to allow you to change the modes, wattage to voltage, to bypass to temperature control for nickel titanium stainless steel. Back to wattage, back to voltage, back to bypass. Just leave this on wattage mode. Also, you got a USB-C there for charging. I do want to run it with a coil head, but I also want to build this vessel. All right, call the cops. Let's build this vessel. This is really counting on being held together with pressure because that bottom gasket, that bottom O-ring doesn't hold very secure. All right, let's use Twisted Timmy's coils, and it even matches the pulse. It says these are for a billet box, but I don't think the coils can tell the difference between a billet box and a pulse. 0.35 ohm single coil, 2.5 millimeter, perfect. These are just flathead screws. Open those 2 up. These leads didn't even need to be cut. Something like that, it was really easy to just set this down in there and screw those screws down. Get it hovering just above that airflow. Yeah, boosh. I pulled some cotton through there and sort of cut it at the very outer edge of the deck, like even with the outer edge. It looks like you have some pretty big cotton catch cups to work with. So your liquid's going to be feeding from the top to like the 4 corners of your juice of your sort of wick catch cups there. I legitimately feel like I do not have enough cotton in here, but yeah, if it leaks, it leaks. At least we learned, right? One would at least get the coil wet. Okay, that goes on, but again, it's not very secure. I'm sure this tank relies on being compressed together. I'm gonna throw this AFC ring back on here, but I don't feel right about it. You know, I kind of want to rock it without it, but as long as it's on here, let's make sure it's in the full open position. All right, let's see what this is gonna read here. 0.34, 0.34, that's perfect. I'll fiddle with the wattage after I get this filled. All right, well, I got it filled up. Cross your fingers that it doesn't just start leaking right away. Let's get the big white dorky drip tip up here. I don't like where that bubble is. Why is there a bubble there? All right, well, I adjusted that up to 50 watts with a 0.3 ohm coil in there. So far, so good. 2 toots in. I'm getting nice little crackles, some nice flavor. This is going to be a full review. So later down the road, a few days, I'm also going to set up this coil head based tank. And like I showed you before, it's just super easy. O-ring press fit in, same filling method. Rad. I am really stoked to be using this right now. Like I said, it is it's much bigger than I thought it would be, but not ridiculous. I guess we have to do a size comparison with the obvious. Billet Box damn near the same height, definitely not even close to being the same width. Obviously, the Pulse is a 21-700, so it's just gonna be beefier. It's just gonna be a chonker. Hyped? I'm hyped for the Pulse. I'm gonna start using it right now. I will meet you back up on top in a few days. Just wanted to do a little bit of an update here on this Pulse AIO. I've been using it like crazy and I still can't get over the size of it. It's just big. It's bigger than you think it is, and it doesn't look that big on camera, but in the hand it feels substantially, maybe not substantially, it feels noticeably bigger in the hand than a Billet Box does. The bridge that comes with it, great. Really easy to build on, really nice airflow. I get good flavor. I've been using this kind of like crazy. A thing that I've noticed that's weird is, it does feel big. I think I've said that at least 1,000 times, but it's that the doors are a little bit rounded on top and the button underneath is not. It's just flat. So when you have this on here and you're holding it and I reach for the button with my thumb like this, it feels, because it's flat and because the top is rounded, it feels like my button is sitting crooked. I know that it's not, but I can't help but feel like it is. Whatever. That's not obviously not a deal breaker or anything like that. It's just something I've noticed. Feels weird. This blue, not super doing it for me. I wish I had some black panels or maybe a clear one, a little more. I don't know. The blue makes it feel, and I hate that I'm about to say this, the blue makes it feel like a kid's toy. There's nothing slick or techy about this. It feels very plastic because it looks like plastic because it's made of plastic. I think the Dot AIO was able to get away with it a little bit better because it was such a small little thing. This is just, as I said, it's big, and I don't think it can get away with that blue or red plastic look. I am, like I said, really loving this vessel. In fact, just right now, quickly in this update, I'm gonna throw the vessel into a billet box, and I'm gonna start using the coil head-based tank for this. And that Just Try It drip tip works perfect, for the record. Got the vessel inside of my Christmas billet box. Still vaping awesome. There is, look, I'll say there's a little bit more airflow available to you through the Pulse. The cutouts on the front offer a bit more airflow than the cutouts on the front of the billet box. This bridge actually feels just very slightly more restricted in an actual billet box. Dry oatmeal cream pie. A few drops of liquid down the coil that just presses in. Check atomizer. I'm getting a check atomizer. I'm getting a check atomizer. Do I have to adjust a screw or something down there? Ah. So this coil head based guy is purely for the Pulse because you need to adjust that pin up to make a contact. 0.331's dry oatmeal cream pie 6 milligram go. That's a little bit throaty, but we got some dry oatmeal cream pie. It's 6 milligram, 0.3 ohm coil, so I'm going to continue using this. I'm also going to continue using that vessel inside of a billet box. Well, I'll meet you back here in a few days to hand out some banana stickers. All right, well, I am here today with my unshaven face to wrap up the TonyB Pulse AIO video, go over my overall experience with it, which truly and honestly has been pretty great. It's been pretty fun. If you have no billet boxes, no BORO compatible anythings, the Pulse AIO is honestly a pretty inexpensive and solid way to kind of jump into this world. I have my hang-ups about its size and its dorkiness level, but while you were gone, 2 more arrived. One of them is this sort of smoky black, which looks a little bit cooler. And I know it's boring as hell for vapors to love solid black stuff, but the solid black Pulse AIO would be the Pulse AIO that I would buy. It feels slick. It feels much more techy, much more like an adult grown-up product in my opinion. Yeah, sure, you can do up the blue with the black doors. In fact, the solid black with the blue doors looks pretty cool too. So look, there's some options, and maybe I just need to get over my gripes with how big the thing is, because the real shining star of this is the Pulse DIY, the vessel bridge is spectacular. It's spectacular in this. It's spectacular in a billet box. The coil heads for this are truly going to fall into that fine bucket. They are the definition of fine. It's not a particularly big or flavorful, rich, dense, saturated, crispy vape or anything like that. It's very, very fine. At this 0.3 coil head I have in here, I've been using like crazy, and it's obviously on its last legs. I am getting, you know, some slurpiness. No matter how much you whip out the slurp, 2 or 3 toots, the slurp comes back. The coil head is clearly on its last legs. I wouldn't count on the longevity of these coil heads, and I personally wouldn't use these coil heads as like the daily reason that you're using the Pulse, if that makes sense. The vessel is what you should be using with the Pulse, in my opinion. It vapes so nice, is so flavorful, has such good airflow. Like I've already said, I think that's the shining star. Here's some banana stickers for you. So much to love about this, despite my little slight hang-ups about its size and dork factor. You know, there's not a creak to be found. Despite being all plastic, it fits together. It feels very, very solid. Yeah, it's happening. I'm giving the TonyB Pulse AIO 5 full banana stickers. For the price, which Vape Budget hands is around $55 to $65 across the internet, you're getting a lot of kit. You're getting a BORO compatible AIO that comes with its own coil heads and its own vessel bridge. The coil heads might be not much to write home about, but the fact that it comes with coil heads and a vessel bridge, boom, roasted. That's a good piece of kit, man. Well, it appears we've reached the end of the video. I'm gonna put some vape science down in the description because I don't want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to scientists. No matter what is in your hand, you guys, absolutely, let's keep on vaping.
It's like 10:30 and I'm just gonna smoke, so.
Something like that. All right. One of them is a smoky black, which works. One of them is sort of a smoky black, which can't talk.